Hey, my Climate Member Stack here, and welcome to this week's episode of Webflow Weekly. Okay, so for this episode, we are going to build an auto YouTube grid on Webflow, and we're going to use a feature from Be Branded. There are a couple of instructions that we're going to get through, but at the end of it, what we'll have is something that looks like this. That is pulling your videos from YouTube in a sort of professional grid. Okay, so at the very top, we have a couple of implementation steps. And it says here that the very first step is to go to Google Console and create a new project. So that's just what we are going to do. So at Google Cloud Console, at the very top here, I am just going to create a new project. And I'm going to title it YouTube Grid and click Create. Okay, so while that's working, the next step says that I'm going to have to enable the YouTube Data API version 3 and then create a credential to get my API key. Okay, so when I get the API key, I think I'm also going to limit it to the website that I'm going to be using for this API key. Okay, so I think that project was created. So I'm going to go down to APIs and Services, Library, and I think that's where I should be able to find it. So we're going to search for YouTube Data API version 3. Okay, so this one is the one that you're going to need to find, and then you're going to enable it. So once that is enabled, you are then going to go down to, APIs and Services, you're going to go to Credentials in order to create your API key. So I am just going to create one and then we'll continue from there. Okay, so once you've created your API key, we are now going to move on to the next step, which is to create a Cloudflare account. So I've gone ahead and created an account, and the next step is to go to Workers and Pages and then create a new application. So under Build, Workers and Pages, I am going to create a new application, and I'm not sure which ones to select from here, but I think I'm going to start with Hello World. Okay, I'm just going to give my worker a name, YouTube Grid, and then I'm just going to click Deploy. So from here, we created a free account, we went to Workers and Pages, we created a new application, and now we are going to add our API key secret. We go back to our worker in Cloudflare. So here, and then we're going to go over to Settings. So under Settings, we are going to go to Variables and Secrets, and then we're going to create a new secret. Variables and Secrets. Okay, that's where we are right now. And under there, we are going to create a new secret. So the type will be set to secret. Our variable name, okay, so we're going to name it YouTube API key. And then the value is going to be set to the API key that you created inside of Google Cloud Console. So I'm just going to copy that over. Okay, so once you've added your API key, and then you just click Deploy. Okay, those are the first couple of steps. We paste it, we clicked Deploy, we saved. Okay, so now we're going to create a worker and put this code in. And I think from here, I think you can go to Edit Code, and then you just copy this code that they provide you, and then you paste it in here. We don't have to edit anything on this. You just have to make sure that you don't put your API key in the worker code. So it reads it from your API key secret. And then I deploy it. Okay, so that's been saved. All right. And then the next step is the one that we're going to take in Webflow. So in Webflow, we are just going to copy this, head over to my Webflow site, and then I am just going to paste that in. So they do say to put it in the head code. So that's where I'm going to paste it. Okay, so now we have a few things that we are going to swap out. Just go back here. So we're going to replace your Cloudflare worker URL with your deployed one. Then we're going to create the grid inside of Webflow, and then add the attributes. And then inside each template, we are then going to also add a couple of attributes for the thumbnail, title, description, and date. And then we'll publish, and hopefully this grid will work. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is to replace our Cloudflare worker URL. In order to get that URL, you're going to go back to Cloudflare, and then you're going to see this URL. You're just simply going to copy it and then replace it over here inside of Webflow, and then save. Everything else you leave as is. Okay, so now we're just going to replace our YouTube channel ID on the grid. So I've already cloned the clonable for the YouTube grid on Webflow, and you can also clone it by clicking on this button to get the clonable, and that is a good starting point. Okay, so I've taken their grid from that clonable and added it to my site and already replaced my YouTube channel ID over here, as well as on the other grid that we are going to test out. Okay, so the attributes on the grid that you're going to need are BB YouTube channel and then BB YouTube video count. I think you can customize the count to show how many videos you want to show. Right now it is set to a default of 6. And then BB YouTube allow shorts. That is set to false. I'm assuming that you can also set that to true. And then BB YouTube container. So that is the grid at the bottom here. As you can see, it's a bit different from the one at the top because the one at the top gives us a heading and a description. Okay, so for the grid at the top, we have the same order, but the count is set to 9. And then we have a heading with the attribute of BB YouTube title and a date with the attribute of BB YouTube date. And the grid at the bottom gives us a description as well as a date. And then our thumbnail images have BB YouTube thumbnail. Okay, so with all of that set in place, all I do now is publish, and hopefully I'll be able to see the MemberStack YouTube videos. All right, let's hope this works. Okay, so I've published it. I haven't missed any steps. That doesn't seem to be working out right. Okay, so let me see if I add that on their clonable, if that would work. If I change out their my YouTube ID for their YouTube ID on the clonable and see if that works. Okay, so in the clonable, we're just going to see how they set it up and then just confirm that I set it up correctly as well. So I think the YouTube endpoint or my Cloudflare URL should have HTTPS, and I don't think I added that. So I've added it to my custom code, made this edit over here, and now I'm just going to publish and see if that works. So the YouTube channel ID is correct. All of the attributes are on my side. Oh, okay. So now I have all the videos loading, and these are from the MemberStack channel. So I have a heading, and then I should have a date here. I'm not sure why this is in French. So this is the grid at the top that has 9, and then there's a grid that starts somewhere here that is 6. I'm not sure where, but I think it's over here. And I can see that I have a description, which is the accurate description, but my date is in French, so I'm not quite sure where the French is pulling from. Okay, so let me go back into my settings and see if there's something that I missed. And I know it's not in the Cloudflare worker because I didn't see anything about languages in here. Okay, let's see if there's anything else that we possibly missed. Okay, so we can customize the module. Okay, it might be here. I see something for the language, so I'm assuming this is something that we add on. Okay, so the default is probably French, yes. And then we add this attribute to change it to English. So I just had to scroll down. I'm going to add this and English. And I'm just going to add that as well on the next grid. Save. So there are a few customization options here that you can also make depending on what you want to show on your grids. So this is a good place for you to probably come and customize. Okay, so that is done publishing, and hopefully everything is in English. Okay, so then that brings us to the end of our video. So now you have a way to display all of your YouTube videos pulling from your YouTube channel inside of Webflow. And you now have thorough documentation from Be Branded that you can follow and help you set up. We went through this video, so clearly you can see how simple and easy it is to set it up. Okay, so once you've done all of that, you can customize your grid to make it look and feel however you want it to look. All right, if you have any questions on this, please feel free to reach out in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.